Yo, hello, what is going on, everybody? Sorry for not posting these last 2 weeks. I had midterms, so I was just getting done with that. I finally had some time to make a YouTube video, so I could finally review the Modern Warfare 3 beta. Now, before I get started, I may do like a two-part thing, not necessarily to give a review on Modern Warfare 3 itself, at least with the beta, which I know I'm very late on. But I think it's more or less to talk about Modern Warfare 2. And how fucking atrocious the Call of Duty community is, because it's just a bunch of indecisive kids. Or 30-year-old fucking mountain drinking dew piece of shits, alright, that buy every bundle they see. Alright, but I'll go into that probably next video, because I'm not gonna... I have to scroll through Twitter and do my fucking research. But anyways, there should be some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay up in the background. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a good, bad, or ugly style. I kind of just... I want to make a video like going into depth about like what's good, but realistically it's like it's just Modern Warfare 2019, you know. It feels also like Vanguard. Okay, now what did those two games have in common? Well, at first a lot of people liked the movement, right? And then once Warzone came around and then everyone started slide canceling, a lot of people hated it. A lot of people wanted that movement gone. They thought it was just too crazy, you know. And now it's back again, and now people are loving it. So I don't know. I mean, if in like 4 months into the game's life cycle, I hear some bullshit about slide canceling or this and that, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be another video. But on the bright side, I do want to touch over the good. Obviously, the maps. There should be no complaints about any of the maps. Realistically, it's all the Modern Warfare 2 maps. So, you know, I don't understand why someone would get mad about that, but I don't know. There's always dumbass people around, so there's nothing much you could really do. Also, I think what's good are the weapons. Now this is a little bit tricky due to the TTK being a little bit wonky this year. If you guys don't already know, the health is similar to Black Ops 4 and I believe Black Ops Cold War, where your health is 150 instead of 100. But the thing is, some guns felt better than others. Obviously, that's just every COD, but I'm saying this is more or less like there's guns that are in like the 4-shot category range, and then most of the rest were like 5 or 6. But I mean, I like the guns. I really like the ARs. I really liked the UMP is back. It's called the Striker 45 this year, the UMP 45. My god, that is a really good gun. And same thing with the ACR. Now, there's another AR in there, and I think it's from Call of Duty Ghost. I don't know the name of it from Call of Duty Ghost, but I think it's like MTZ556 is what it's called in MW3. That's pretty good. Also, the AN94 is back. Yeah, the ARs were good. SMGs, on the other hand, I liked them both, but the Rival 9, not the Rival 9, but the AMR, the AMR something, I don't know. It looked like an M4 SMG. Shotguns, I didn't really touch too much other than the full auto one because I pre-ordered. It was pretty good. Snipers, now snipers, I don't know if they got buffed or nerfed, but the first day I hopped on MW3, I made a sniper class. It was really good. I used it the next day. That shit was garbage, at least with the longbow, so I don't know. Snipers, you know, obviously a lot of people like it. I can't give my opinion on it because I just stopped fucking trying with snipers. And, yeah, the pistol was cool, the Renetti, I guess, but yeah, I'll touch on the bad with some of the guns. There was an SMG, I really forgot its name, but yeah, I don't know, I can't think of it on the top of my head right now, but that gun was fucking garbage, and we'll get into that shit later. And also, what else was good? So we have the maps, the weapons felt good, red dots are back on the mini-map, thank god. At least when you fire an unsuppressed weapon, they're on the map. All your perks spawn in immediately. It's not like a score streak perk system thing like MW2. Kill streaks, I know it was just a beta, but everyone was just really using the same shit. I haven't really seen that in a COD. In the last couple of years, everyone was just using the fucking Guardian, which is the fucking microwave shit from BO2. But, I mean, they're like I don't know how to explain it, because there is good within Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 is pretty good, okay? Obviously better than Modern Warfare 2 in a lot of ways, but it's not that to where it's like Modern Warfare 2019, you know? It feels like you're just playing Modern Warfare 2019 for the third time in a row, right? Because you had MW 2019. Then you had Vanguard with similar movement in Modern Warfare 2019, but people hated that game. And then now you're having it again, which isn't bad. I mean, I like it, you know? Like, I don't mind it. I've always like, I don't mind whichever movement system I get in COD. I guess that's just me, but as long as the guns feel good, then that's all I really care about. And, yeah, I mean, that's all I could say about the good, you know? Like, I don't know, like, when I was just playing, I was just trying to get a feel for the game, you know? So, there is a lot of bad, but I feel like it's more nitpicky stuff, kind of with what I'm reviewing, and I guess from... I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, so we'll get into that right now. But overall, as far as the good, like I said, the weapons, maps being fucking, or red dot on mini maps, the weapons feel good. You get your perks immediately. Kill streaks felt, I guess, good, even though there was a small amount, and yeah. Now, I mean, as far as, like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna do a good, bad, or ugly. I kind of just want to go fucking... I haven't prepared anything for this video. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head from the beta because I don't really see a point, you know? But I don't know if I want to do like a good, bad, or ugly style, but I think something I don't really like is the perks themselves. It's kind of weird, right? Because you have some perks that are in, you know, other CODs, you know, or, you know, you have your overkill, but that's with the vest. I'm here to talk about mainly the boots and the gloves. I feel like those two perk categories are so diluted with movement, especially the boots. Now, you have a couple different types of boots, right? So, you have one that's obviously dead silence, which is the quiet boots. They're called covert sneakers, I believe. That's fine. But there are like 3 to 4 boots. One of them is called climbing boots, where it makes your climbing faster, which... honestly, that's what I ended up using. You have your, I believe your infantry boots, where your increased movement speed. You have another one where I think it gave you a better slide. So instead of doing the tack aim when you slide, you do the normal aim like how you would when you originally slide canceled in Modern Warfare 2019. And yeah, I mean, there was just like a lot of movement perks with the first 2 perk categories. And then, as far as the last one goes, you know, you had Ghost, you had a pretty interesting perk this year. And I thought Call of Duty was just always stupid in their audio design, but I guess they just decided to make it a perk. But basically, it's like these earmuffs, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But basically, it would lower your explosions and gunfire. So... technically, you would hear people coming up closer, and, you know, it really did help. I ended up using that a lot when I unlocked it during the beta. I just ended up using that, and then I guess for the last day, I was using the covert sneakers. But, I mean, honestly, honest to God, I don't like the perks. The perk system's good because it's back to normal, but the perks themselves are so, like, what the fuck is this, right? Because I could choose the boots that give me increased movement speed, but then I'm climbing... you know, like I have no upper body strength, like I'm fucking, like this is IRL or something, you know, and it's COD, you know, it's supposed to be a fucking arcade game, you know. When I was using the climbing boots, that's when I felt like I had the best movement. And another thing too is, you know, with the infantry boots, like I didn't notice that much movement speed. And now coming to think of it, there was another boots that would increase your ADS strafe speed, and I seen the video footage online. It's maybe about a second or 2 quicker. Which, honestly, it isn't that much. I think it needs to get buffed. And just in general, I think a lot of the perks need to get removed. I think they should just be kind of within the game itself, you know? The faster climbing, not the increased movement speed, because that's just double time, you know? But I really think some of the perks... I feel like they just ran out of ideas this year. Now, I know we don't have, like, all the gloves and boots, but seriously having... a good amount of perks just be based on movement is not really something I'm kind of like on it, at least within the boots. The gloves are a little bit different. I think one of them gives you like increased weapon swap and reload, you know, just kind of your usual stuff, which is fine, but I think it was just mainly the boots that really fucking sucked ass. So I think a lot of those boots need to just be removed and put in with new perks, because it just felt like I was just reading half of these and it was just movement perks, you know, and it was really frustrating. Now, as far as weapon goes, they were good, you know. Like I said, maybe the TTKs do need to get adjusted, but there was this one SMG. I think it's called the AMR9 or like AMR5 or something, or ARM5. There's some shit like that. It looked like an M4 SMG. I could not get that gun to work, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened with that gun, but that shit was not working out at all. That gun was ass. Literally, I'd fucking get outgunned by anything. Anything else. It was like a minimum 5 to 6 shot, and I'm just like, dude, I cannot deal with this. And I don't know, that brings me to the next my next point, which is what I'm afraid of with Sledgehammer Games developing this year's COD. If you guys don't remember, I know a lot of people hated Vanguard, but the problem with Vanguard was not only having 10 attachments on a weapon, but it was the fact that a lot of attachments have more negatives than positives. So it just made running some guns with full attachments like shit, because there wouldn't be a point, you know? And that's kind of what I got with Modern Warfare 3. A lot of the attachments, you know, I don't know if I'm going to have gameplay up or if it's just going to be gameplay and me shooting people. But the gunsmith system this year, although I do like it, I am very skeptical because, especially with the the SMG that was shit, the one I was just talking about, it was so bad. And I'm reading these attachments, and it's just so many negatives compared to positives. It's like, why do I have to have 2 benefits for like a grip with 4 negatives? You know, it's just not worth using. So I really hope this year, at least because Sledgehammer is developing it, they would at least, you know, tone it down with some of the balances on the weapons and give at least more of a neutral or more positive than negatives. Because honest to God, I hate that shit. I really do. It's honestly ass, and that's what made Vanguard weapons so dog shit, at least with a certain few, because they would just have so many negatives in their attachments and not give you anything. They wouldn't benefit shit. So I really do think the whole gunsmith needs to be rebalanced as far as you know, attachments, and you know, with how many, you know, let's say if it gives you like increased bullet velocity and damage range, like I don't need 4 negatives just on that if you're not even gonna give me recoil control, you know. It was very odd, you know. Even like I said right now, I don't know which gun had it, but there was somewhere it would be like bullet velocity and damage range. It would give you like negative recoil control, and it's just like what the fuck? Like, why would you have a longer barrel that like negatively affects recoil? It was very weird. So I think the whole gunsmith system needs to get a reworked as far as the attachments go. Same thing with the perks. Audio, I don't know. I think audio was good. I mean, I don't know what else to say, like, because I kind of just, you know, I'm gonna make a whole separate video on it. But I mean, it was just mid. You know, like it was good, but it's not something new. And also, going back to one good thing I liked, I thought the tactical slide was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit new. Same thing with attack aiming. It's actually not that bad, but like I said, I don't really know how I'm even gonna title this video or what I'm even gonna put, but like I don't know what to give my thoughts on, to be honest. I am very skeptical this year for COD after rooting so much for Modern Warfare 2, which in my opinion I still think has better gunplay. Not necessarily movement, but I do like the weapons and how they feel in there compared to Modern Warfare 3, even though we had a small selection of weapons. And don't get me wrong, the Modern Warfare 3 weapons were great. You know, you have some iconic ones coming back like the ACR and the UMP, but I think it's more or less the attachments. I think that needs to get, you know, situated, and I don't know. You know, I'm already kind of 14 minutes into this video, so I kind of just want to end it off here, but this is more on me rambling. But I don't know if I'm gonna recommend this COD this year. If you do like the Modern Warfare campaign, in the story, at least for the reboot, I do think, you know, if you want to go ahead and buy it, more power to you. But I would I'm very skeptical, unless if they don't do a lot of, you know, changes as far as, you know, what I've talked about already. I don't even know how long I would be playing it for. Maybe they'll change it, you know, before the game comes out. You know, it was just a beta, but I mean, yeah, like I don't know what else to say, you guys. You know, it was just mid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of had like a whatever experience, and I usually don't have that with COD, you know. Like, You know, some of my friends would call me a fucking COD shill or whatever, but, you know, then again, at least I'm not somebody like Blame Truth or Fooly or one of these motherfuckers online who just consistently buy the new COD and then make videos on why it's garbage every year and then start to meat ride Black Ops 2 consistently. Because realistically, if a lot of you fuckers went back to BO2, you guys would not be fucking playing it for like ever. You know, you would want something new eventually. And I get it, having the nostalgia back, but I don't know. Right now I'm just rambling, so I might as well just ramble in the next video because I'd actually have more of a better point in that. But overall, I enjoyed the beta. I'm just very skeptical on the game, but I do like the maps and the scenery. I thought it was pretty good this year. But yeah, I'm sorry to take up everybody's time, and but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know when I'm gonna post my next video, which is just gonna kind of be on the COD community, but yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, sub, and share. And yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Peace out, everybody.